starting with perhaps the most transformative element of the 19th century, the Industrial Revolution. Building on advancements from the 18th century, this period saw the rapid expansion of industrialization, particularly in Europe and North America. The introduction of steam power, mechanized manufacturing, and improved transportation systems like railways and steamships revolutionized economies and societies. Urbanization accelerated as people flocked to cities in search of work, drastically altering living conditions and spurring the growth of a new middle class, as well as exacerbating social inequalities and labor issues. This economic shift had profound political and social implications. The century was marked by significant movements for political reform and social justice. In Europe, the revolutions of 1848 highlighted widespread demands for democratic governance, national unification, and workers' rights. Although many of these uprisings were suppressed, they laid the groundwork for future political changes and the eventual rise of nation-states. Speaking of nation-states, the 19th century witnessed the unification of Germany and Italy, reshaping the political landscape of Europe. In the United States, the century was marked by the American Civil War, 1861-1865, a conflict centered on the issues of slavery and states' rights, which ultimately led to the abolition of slavery and significant constitutional changes. Across the globe, the century was characterized by imperial expansion and colonialism. European powers, driven by economic interests and the perception of cultural superiority, expanded their empires, particularly in Africa and Asia. This period, known as the Scramble for Africa, saw nearly the entire continent divided among European nations by the end of the century. Colonial rule profoundly affected indigenous societies, leading to a legacy of cultural disruption and economic exploitation. The 19th century also witnessed remarkable scientific and technological advancements. The theory of evolution by Charles Darwin challenged existing beliefs about the natural world, while innovations such as the telegraph, telephone, and electric light transformed communication and daily life. Medicine saw significant progress with the introduction of anesthesia and antisepsis, improving surgical outcomes. Culturally, the 19th century was vibrant with movements such as Romanticism, which emphasized emotion and individualism, and later, Realism, which sought to portray everyday life with accuracy. The literary world saw the works of authors like Charles Dickens, Leo Tolstoy, and Emily Bronte, who explored complex social and personal themes. In Asia, the century was marked by significant upheaval and change. China faced internal strife with the Opium Wars, leading to increased Western influence and the eventual fall of the Qing dynasty in the early 20th century. Japan, on the other hand, embraced modernization and industrialization during the Meiji Restoration, transforming into a major world power by the century's end. The 19th century was undoubtedly a period of immense change and transformation, driven by industrialization, social reform, and imperial expansion. These developments laid the groundwork for the complexities of the 20th century, influencing global politics, economies, and societies in profound ways.